So the next speaker is CK. Financial management may not be difficult to understand and to apply. Financial management can be as simple and as effective as the cash flow concepts presented in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Real-life financial decision can be simulated in Robert Kiyosaki's board game Cash Flow 101. Anyone played before?
Wow.
Alright. CK and his team benefited in real life from repeatedly simulating their personal strategies using this board game. Each time they play the board game, they sharpen their financial management skills to improve their cash flow in the real world. Now they meet every week since 2017 to improve their workshop learning experience and objectives. CK and his team hope to form a community of like-minded friends, people from all walks of life, from a chief financial officer to young adults and students, have attended the weekly Cash Flow 101 workshops, and they are enjoying the benefits of better financial management skills. So the topic that CK will be presenting today is, you can enjoy financial freedom. Let's everyone welcome.
Good evening, everyone. So I can see here that I think half of us are elderly. And half of us are becoming elderly. So we're on the right track. So may I know, for those who have retired, Fernando, how you accumulate? No.
2 million.
No. You already say you don't have 2 million, but how you plan for your retirement?
I don't plan for retirement.
Okay, tell us more.
I don't plan to retire.
Oh.
So I need to plan for retirement.
Okay, good.
Good. How about Mr. Gay? Now, what is there any retirement plan for you?
I didn't have the plan. My wife planned for me.
Very good. So you see, your wife planned for you, so that means she knows financial management very well. Okay. Everyone works, for an income. Alright? And then why we want to work for an income? Because we have an expense. Alright. So if our income is more than our expense, we'll have some cash flow. And hopefully this cash flow, part of it will become our savings. Right? And then we retire, we have something to save. But if everything goes well, then we have this savings. But what happens if not? Like for my case, I was almost retrenched. Okay. Luckily, my boss in another division, liked me and put me in. So, but during that time when I got the letter, I was blank. I was really blank. I don't know what to tell my wife, my kids. They still know nothing about. They know how to do one thing and spend my money. So I was worried. So that's where when I engaged into this thinking about retirement, financial planning, and what Vincent has mentioned, stop. So scary. Is it really scary? But at that time I was telling myself, if I would invest in a good stock, I would have some money, or even more. So what is your plan? You may have money to spend now, but will the income end on the day you stop working? So imagine that when you stop working, you do not have money, and you're depending on your savings. And what happens if your family member needs some money? Can you help? No, because if you help, then you have no more money, right? So cash flow is very important. Then how to increase our income? As we age, can we still become a senior manager? Can we still run that $1 million sales every year? We can't. So what must we do? That's what Mr. Gay has mentioned. Maybe his wife working very hard to make money at home. Someone must work. Or
someone must spend the soul.
Yes. So someone must work. Why must it be someone? It can be your asset.
Yeah.
It can be your asset. So this is what I mentioned just now. Income, expense. You have your monthly cash flow. And one day when you can't work for whatever reason, you can't work, you think your expense will still be there or gone? Because you cannot work, your expense is all gone. No, your expense will be there. And then you have no cash flow. So what happens if you can build assets? Like what Vincent has mentioned just now. You build assets. Your assets working for you, you're sleeping. Your money is working for you. How beautiful is that? Can that be real? Yes. But it is not like, I'm not trying to tell you that, oh, when you build assets, you'll be $1 million. There are risks involved, like what Vincent has. You must understand the risk. How to understand? So Robert Kiyosaki has this board game which simulates the different asset class. Vincent has mentioned about stocks and shares. That's one asset class. There are property, there are Bitcoin, there are insurance, many other things. So what do you know about that? How do you know more? You want to take out all your savings and try? Or maybe this is not for me. Then when you try, what would you do? You know nothing, and you want to try with your hard-earned savings? No. You use this workshop, our workshop. Alright, we will go through all the different asset class with you. Right? So, this workshop, what we do is that we will bring you to across, expose you to all the asset class, and you understand them more using paper money. You won't feel the pain. But if you play it, you work it seriously enough, you simulate it like using your real world financial management strategy, you can learn something out of it. And the more you do, the better you get. Right? So I strongly encourage you to come to our class. Our class is actually May on Saturday, but if you're not free, you can come on next month, in July. Okay, every odd month we have a class. Okay, we organize it in the Tampines Library. You can bring your family. If your kid is a teenager, you can bring them there. That's even better. We have more and more parents bringing their kids to you. And just now we talk about communication. What is the best communication to have? A common topic. If you did this workshop together with your teens or your husband, you have a common topic. You can talk about something both of you understand. There won't be any ambiguity. Isn't it? How wonderful. It is not just learning about financial statement. Financial management, you're also building relationships. So, we charge 3 sessions for $40. It's basically to cover our rental. And we do it with passion. Since 2007 when we started it ourselves, and we started the first class, we find that many people benefit, and it became our passion. So we continue it until today. I don't think it will stop tomorrow. We were talking about it yesterday. But when are we going to stop? I don't think we will stop. As long as people attend, we will continue. So, this is what you will learn. Simulate your real-life financial strategy in the workshop. In a big chance. Sharpen your financial management. How to sharpen? By doing it again and again. Using different strategy. Okay. Learn to identify different opportunity or asset class that you like, that favors you. And last but not least, you get to know a group of like-minded people. Like what Jun has mentioned, you fly with the eagles, you soar high, If you fly with the crow, then you just stand on the tree and just make some noise. Okay, you can build passive income. Believe in that. So I want to leave you with this quote. Your mind is a very fertile ground. Whatever you plant, it will flourish. So knowledge. If you sow seeds of knowledge, you will harvest wisdom. And with this freedom, you might gain financial freedom. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you, CK. Can I just quickly get the timekeeper's report, please?
7 minutes, 22 seconds.
Oh,
Very good, very good. Now we need 3 volunteers.
Start from here again.
Start from here again. But Paul is lioness.
No, it's okay.
Come, Paul.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Yeah. Alright, so thank you very much. In fact, I'm together with CK. Why he say that I'm biased or something? Actually, I'm not, okay? Basically here, what we are trying to say here is coming here to improve everything in general. Alright? So I think what CK started in terms of content-wise, he did share. I saw that he improved a lot, really improved a lot. And the other thing is the content itself, I think he did it quite well. At the starting, he was telling people about his own personal financial experience. Yeah? And if you don't have the income coming in, what will happen? Yeah? Then later the body part, he mentioned something about the statement. Yeah? He also tried to simplify it about the income, the expenses, so on and so forth. And then coming to the end, he actually trying to to close it and making an offer saying that do come and join us for this particular activity to learn something, right? So I feel that certain area can be improved on, will be a little bit more details in the area of what the session is about. A little bit more detail to get the people to understand, to be interested. Okay, so that's how I feel. Because this session is inside the board game where we do together, there's a lot of component inside. In fact, including one communication portion you're talking, is that the whole entire board game is actually a simulation of a society. Real society. You go through the society, okay? And what exactly happened here is that, what CK can also mention, the communication also played a part. Okay, it's a dialogue between the other people who involved. So it's a society thing. So I think it's pretty well. Next time you can add that in, will be even better. Alright, thank you.
About the bias thing, yeah.
No issue.
Alright, so no, I want to give evaluation, my turn.
Alright.
So first, thank you CK for the speech. So I have attended this cash flow 101 and it really opened my eyes. So I can, okay, now focus on the speech first, yeah. So for the introduction, I think the background story dragged a bit too long, but not a very big deal about that. The body-wise was good. I think the slides, you narrowed it down a lot from previously. Last time it was very long with many slides. I think people found it quite hard to catch. So your last selling point is where I think you can improve the most, which is you sold the idea on a community where people come together and then they learn every week or like few sessions, so on and so forth. So I think one easy way to improve is you can just include some pictures of the previous sessions. I'm sure you guys, I know you take a lot of pictures and whatever. So you can just show like, oh, people come together and play the game and then share their feedback, maybe put some testimonial like, oh, I learned so on and so forth. And so you can really sell the idea that people gain something from this experience. So yeah, that's my feedback.
Wow.
Alright, one more.
I never want to do it.
Oh,
You can,
if I can.
Yes, I can.
What I like about CK, the way that he actually presenting to us the cash flow is like in terms of he connected to all of us, our needs. And he used a lot of connection from the previous speech from Vincent. He said means he's actually using his area that which benefit us. And he used this to continue share about, let us easy to follow. And we want to know more on what is in it for us. This is a very area that we don't know exactly what we can get in terms of to attend your workshop. So maybe you can share a little bit on that part so that to attract us. So then we say, oh, okay, this is our feeling that I want to attend. Okay, thank you.
The validators is still with experience, with feeling, because you have attended and you are part of it, right? What's in it for us? So, what do you want?
I also don't know. I don't get it.
Chicken, you have improved tremendously. Very speaking. The only thing in your presentation is this: when you ask a question, pause and get the audience to answer. It seems that when you ask a question, you answer yourself. How do you feel about it? I think then you carry on, right? So this part is not very relevant. You could ask people for it. The other thing is when you say register and all that, the way to register, how to register. It's not stated there. You registered, then nothing there. So these two parts, if you can make it clearer, how to register, any deadline, what are the dates, because you just put in May, right? What dates in May? Not clear. So those people
$40 per session or per 3 sessions.
For 3 sessions.
Yeah, I
This
think
is 3 sessions. For senior citizen, it's $30 for 10 sessions.
senior citizen, we pay $40 for 3 sessions.
Now the cash flow 101, you put the income minus expense, you get a cash flow. Right? But at the end of the speech, you will say, then it joins for passive income. Does that mean the passive income, will it link to what? No.
Yeah, didn't connect that.
Didn't connect the passive income to the cash flow.
The increase in cash flow.
Right. So that part not very clear about the passive income, right? On the whole, I think you pretty well. I hope anyone signing up.
Can I just
Yeah.
say something?
Yeah.
I
To the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You have attended also, right?
I'm
You
sorry.
have attended, right?
Yes, I
Testimonial. Thank you.
I just wanted to say again, I mean, it sounded very interesting and I did come without knowing what to expect. It was a really very interesting session from the beginning. So I think in the beginning I got quite a bit of money and it just stayed there to one side. And at that point, Mr. Poe was on my table. So all KC, one of them came up and showed me that I should use that to pay off the liabilities first. And the next time it moved on like that. And this time, as you mentioned, you're going to talk, you said in the next session onwards, you're going to say how to make passive income. Is that what you mentioned? Yes, because that's one thing we did not get to at that point. We were, all of us, and the last round, the third bit, it got more communicative. People were more engaged. Everybody learned what the game was about. It became a more interactive session as well.
Yes.
So it was a really enjoyable one.
Thank you.